Welcome back to Another Thing. As you know, North Carolina recently passed a law requiring that individuals had to follow the sex on their birth certificate to use a restroom. Many people thought it was discriminatory towards transgender individuals. Since then, there has been a boycott of North Carolina by several entities. Some states have canceled travel plans to North Carolina and stopped all travel to North Carolina. Bruce Springsteen canceled a concert. Sharon Stone canceled a movie shoot there. But has it been effective? To talk about that is Barbara Siperstein, who is an LGBT advocate, activist, and the first transgender member of the DNC. And you like to go by Babs. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Have these, as I've been trying to do research on this, I think that the effect on the economies, at least, of states has been ambiguous at best. Is that fair to say?
It has in some cases, but I think in the case of North Carolina, it's quite broad, not only with the concerts, the venues, even some corporations. One in particular, United Therapeutics, had their annual meeting scheduled in North Carolina. And although they're doing business with them there, they have facilities in the, I guess, that triangle area. They canceled the meeting. Martine Rothblatt, who's a transgender person, the CEO.
I saw PayPal
certainly didn't want to have hassles
right,
with
no, I get it.
herself or other transgender stockholders.
And I saw PayPal was supposed to build a building there that had several thousand employees, and they canceled that. So there has been effects, but however, there's another side to it. And for instance, and let's talk about another boycott. Target has been boycotted as well. And there is an argument to be made that because it's a company and because it's easier to boycott, the boycott against Target for having the exact opposite policy has been more effective than the boycott on North Carolina.
I don't think so. The same group that's boycotting Target, I believe it's the American Family Association, that's part of their business in boycotting groups or corporations that are have friendly LGBT policies. For example, they had been boycotting Ford for many years. And kind of because Ford had an employee LGBT affinity group and were supporting pride parades and festivals. That didn't work.
Right, and the research that I did backs up your position in that the effects of many of these boycotts are short-lived. Even though the Target brand is being hurt right now, went down from 42% to 36%, that they think that they'll just get through that. Their profit is down 4%. This is just what I've read in the Wall Street Journal, but they admit that when this happens, they're short-lived. The point being made by it, however, is that boycotts against companies and not governments, not states, are more effective. Would you agree with that?
It depends. It depends. It depends on the reason for the boycott, whether it's just, whether it has real meaning or not. Actually, I normally don't shop at Target, but just recently my toaster oven went and there was only one place I was going to go. And I made sure that at least the cashier knew that I shopped there for that reason. And I think other people will as well. The whole thing, the reason for the boycott for this, the bathroom thing, is a fraudulent, rather. It's people don't walk around with. There's a greater chance to run into a sexual predator being with a Republican politician or a congressional person
I understand what
than
you're saying.
Transgender, and I think.
I wasn't going to get into that, but I will. But I will since you brought it up. You're saying that the argument against opening up bathrooms to transgender people, letting them go to the bathroom of their identity, is fraudulent. That's what you were bringing up. I thought you were bringing up the boycott was fraudulent. And it seems that, has there been a problem up until now? I mean, have people been banned from bathrooms? I mean, a lot of people think that this is a solution without a problem.
Exactly. It's a solution in search of a problem. For example, here in New Jersey, I was very much involved in amending our law against discrimination, which was signed into law in December of 2006, went into effect in June 2007, and 9 years? Not a single problem that I'm aware of in a bathroom here in New Jersey. There's more of a problem with transgender people being attacked in a public bathroom, where they're not necessarily in New Jersey, but there have been substantiated cases throughout the country.
Now, let me give you the other side of the argument, and that is the potential for a problem. What people say, and rightfully or wrongfully so, is that the attention given to this will allow people that may not have thought of it before to think, hey, you know what, I can use that. I can say I identify as a certain sex to go into a bathroom and follow a little girl or a little boy in. Is there any, not that it's happened yet, but the fact that now people know that that's a possibility could create a problem?
The fact that it hasn't happened yet, and laws, as I say, we have over 9 years in New Jersey. There have been laws on the books in various parts of the country since 1990, maybe even 1975 in St. Paul. It's not a problem.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you coming in. Barbara Siperstein, who is the LGBT advocate and activist and the first transgender member of the DNC. Dawn is up next.